Hello, and welcome to the first exhibition for the new Wentworth Woodhouse Arts Programme, brought to you by Artworks South Yorkshire. The exhibition takes place in Wentworth Woodhouse's pillared hall and is arranged clockwise around the space. As you enter, on the left, you will be faced with the first instalment by Teresa Cena. Teresa is exhibiting 5 multimedia pieces of work in the exhibition, which utilise painting, lithography, and mono and relief printing. This layering of processes has created a surface in which harsh lines and sharp detail are juxtaposed with misty shadows and subtle indications of shape and pattern. The compositions are peaceful, using a lot of pale tones which make select detail in darker shades stand out from the picture. The subject of these artworks is Wentworth Woodhouse and its grounds itself, exploring the architectural detail of the buildings, natural forms, and the colours found in the landscapes surrounding the stately home. The key words which the artworks curation team have selected to describe the work are horse, blue, different, Wentworth, green and pink, garden, brown, green and red, leaves, flowers, colourful, and patterns.
Hello, my name's Teresa Cena. I'm a mixed media artist from Rotherham, South Yorkshire. I have a need to explore, and I'm intrigued by stories and connections. I use my art to explore these areas. I use layers, some hidden, some visible, to show the things that touch me within a subject. I reference architectural detail within my work. I feel like I'm honouring craftsmen past by doing this. I use eco-prints and reference pattern I find within the subject. Each adds a different layer. Each builds my connection. The final overpainting is my addition to the story. The layers are my attempts to capture the essence of a place or person within the work. My hope is that I evoke a sense of nostalgia or memory in the viewer.
Continue around the exhibition toward the end of the pillared hall to find work by Gavin Phoenix. Gavin is exhibiting a painting on canvas, which is in oil paint on top of an acrylic base. The painting is composed of shapes and lines in opaque colour, which cover the surface from edge to edge, creating an abstract landscape. The composition is dominated by greens and blues, with yellow, red and white detail adorning the whole surface, but especially gravitating towards the top left and bottom right corners. The key words which the artworks curation team have selected to describe the work are blue, yellow, colourful, shape, sun, circles, lines, every colour.
The style itself, if it was to be termed a style, I would class it as more naive abstract. It was made in 2021, the beginning of 2021. So that considering we'd just come out of the first year of COVID or whatever, or got through as first Christmas of COVID, the painting itself doesn't document, that trauma and sadness that the world was going through. It just is a celebration of joy and a sense of freedom and the thing of returning to a child within the naive abstract. I want to return to that state of where nothing mattered and we didn't have the adult issues we've gathered through life and just all the realities of the world, how harsh reality can be for some of us. I want it to be separate from the truth of how the world is, and I suppose in a sense of how I wish the world could look, because the artist creates a painting, and I've always struggled with the idea, is this how the artist sees the world? But I've now realised that it's not how the artist sees the world, it's how the artist wishes the world would be. And if the landscape was as colourful and as joyful as this around us, then I'm sure we'd all have a smile on our faces if we just walked out and saw these colours every day.
As you carry on around the space, to your left you will find work titled Hidden Actions by Rouse. Holly's work, titled Hidden Actions, is based on the Verbalist series. The work on display consists of 9 A3 paintings, suspended without frames, and 9 A4 paintings in frames which are recreations of photographs that Holly has collected in response to set verbs. The subjects of the work include door handles, car tires, and signs which indicate different action words. The key words which the artwork's curation team have selected to describe the work are rope, orange, blue, pink, postbox, pulleys, phone box, buzzy thingy.
Hidden Actions by Holly Rouse, based on the Verbalist series. A set of environmental photographic documents connecting verbal and visual language. The work stemmed from the Verbalist and my experience of performing these actions as visual things. The list is a tool to access different settings, both urban and natural, within the public realm, and appears like a piece of instructional art, reflecting the idea of doing. The list offers a certain route through the world, a predefined system of behaviour that dictates what you do. The list is very much a portable activity or artwork that can be taken to different places, offering the opportunity to just go out and find things. Static photographic images have been used as a way to capture an action and the idea of movement. The work could be read as a series of mini performances in various locations, documented as images. Photography has been used as an extension of the human eye and a way to see the world, capturing small snippets of a larger area like tiny thumbnails. The art of looking and paying attention to our surroundings and seeing things that usually go unnoticed is clear within the work. We can begin to imagine how these actions may have been completed and the different language surrounding the process. Hidden Actions documents actions completed by others and the unknown aspect of these performances. Imagination comes into play when looking at the thing of interest, as we are able to apply fictional stories to these individual works.
The final aspect of Holly's work is interactive, inviting the public to try the activity for themselves. You can pick up a list of verbs from the table next to Holly's work and go out and take your own photos responding to it. Email your photos to projects@artworks-sy.co.uk and they will be added to the exhibition. Positioned in the centre of the space is work from Caroline Lee, titled From Every Seed, A Potter's Garden. The artwork from Caroline is an installation of ceramic flowers growing out of wooden logs. The flowers are composed of ceramic blooms mounted on steel rods. They vary in size and height to create the impression of growing plants, with the smallest blooms being about the size of an adult's hand. Designed to adorn gardens, some of the flowers are pierced to allow rainwater to drip through, and others are unpierced to collect water, creating bathing and drinking pools for birds. The flowers are in 4 colours: red, green, a light creamy yellow, and a dark blue. They are arranged in clusters of the same colour to imitate how flowers would be found in nature. The key words which the artwork's curation team have selected to describe the work are flowers, leaves, big, sticks, water, grass, clay, ceramic, small, detailed, and pattern.
This is a ceramic installation by Caroline Lee, inspired by the Fatsia japonica, or false castor oil plant, which I have in my garden in Bramley, Rotherham. This work brings colour and delight during summer months and gives height and structure to winter gardens, as well as providing a stopping point for birds. These clusters of foliates appear to be poised, unfurling, growing towards the light as if sprung from the earth. Such tactile forms invite inspection. They are decorated in 5 different stoneware glazes, inspired by nature's bounty and chosen to enhance gardens.
Thank you for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed this audio guide, and we'd now like to invite you to explore the space and enjoy the artwork in your own time. Once you've left today, be sure to keep an eye out for upcoming announcements for the next exhibition, which will be taking place in July of this year.